Hey everybody, Motopoet 59 here. A little under the weather today. I don't have COVID-19. Just got a little cold. So if I hack and cough a little bit, that's all that's going on. Well, it's Saturday, November 7th, and it looks like the election has finally been decided. Um, the video I put up a few days ago about having lost the election, my prediction came true. I didn't think that President Trump was going to pull this off. I don't know. I still don't know if there's been any massive voter fraud. I'm sure there has been some, probably on both sides. I don't know. But I don't think it was going to be enough to sway the election. Michigan still sound pretty fishy to me, as does Pennsylvania, but who knows? It's like I heard somebody say, how come we never find any Republican votes? All the votes that suddenly turn up all seem to be for Democrats. But I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. And and as I said the other day, I haven't been following it. I am not a news hound. I every day I pull up Fox News on YouTube and look at the clips of what is going on. I did see that Trump is supposedly going to file court cases. I don't know. I didn't read into the whole article. I feel the same way I felt about the Democrats in 2000 as far as Trump goes. You know, it's over. Just concede. They're not going to come up with all these votes. And if down the road somewhere there is something comes up about massive voter fraud from the Democrats, attack it then. It's going to be too late to affect the presidency. It's going to be too late to affect the election. And it's not going to happen right now. I know we've got a couple of months until things are formalized. But I don't know. I think it's time to just concede. Biden won. The Democrats got what they wanted in the executive. Now let's let them live with it. It's a shame that the rest of us have to live with it too. But I have a very strong feeling that, as with President Obama, the Democrat voters are going to be seriously disillusioned with the Biden team. They'll be seriously disillusioned and I still think that after 2 years, they're going to usher Biden out under some pretense, and he's probably fine with playing along. He's wanted to be the president for 30 years. But now at this point in time and with the things going on, I don't know that he actually wants to do the job. They'll usher him out, put Kamala Harris in, and we discuss this, and people say, well, who do you think they'll put in her place as vice president? Who cares? What difference does it make? She will have a clear path to 2 terms should Biden make it 2 years. And whether or not the Democrats will be able to continue to hold that, who knows? Thomas Jefferson said that people get the government they deserve. And if half the nation wants Joe Biden, they're going to get him. And he is obviously not a leader. He's never been a leader in his entire political career. He's never been a leader. He's been a follower. He's never really accomplished anything as a politician. He got tagged on the Democrat ticket for Barack Obama because he had a name. Even though he hadn't accomplished anything, people knew who he was, people in politics. They did not want a strong vice president for Barack Obama. They wanted a weak vice president because they wanted Barack Obama to be Barack Obama. He was elected because he was black, not because he was going to make a good president, which he didn't, and not because he was a good politician, because he wasn't, and certainly not because he was a strong leader, because he wasn't. You talk about a follower. His handlers handled him right down the line, and people say that that people around the world were laughing at Donald Trump. Well, they weren't laughing at America anymore. They may have been laughing at Donald Trump because of the way he presented himself, but they weren't laughing at America anymore. And they laughed at America through the entire Obama administration, and I believe they're going to laugh at America through the entire Biden-Harris administration or administrations, because they're going to kind of be the same way. They're going to make horrible decisions. They're going to try and steer us into socialism. That's what we're looking at. This election isn't just about America. It has global ramifications. I believe we're going to be bowing to our enemies again. I believe that the Democrats are going to try to suck up to the Iran and Iraq and our sworn enemies. President Trump was on the verge of pulling our troops out of Syria, out of everywhere in the Mideast, getting everybody home, let Germany and France and all these other countries fend for themselves and bring our guys home. And while we may have needed to leave specific individuals there, we would not need a presence, a military presence in other countries. And President Trump was on his way to doing that. The Democrats, for all their blowhard talk about hating war and accusing the Republicans of being warmongers and war hawks, let's see. I doubt that the Biden administration is going to pull any troops out of anywhere. Remember Barack Obama's bold talk during his campaign, how he was going to get all of our people out of Afghanistan and close Gitmo and do all this and do all that, and he didn't do any of it. He did absolutely none of it. That brings me to the coronavirus and all the big talk that the Democrats had about stopping the coronavirus. I said on one of the video the other day, what do they think they haven't been working on already? They think they've been staying hunkered down and not doing anything until Biden got elected so they could suddenly find this cure. That's not the way it's working. Again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't believe that for a minute. They're not going to be able to do anything any more quickly with the coronavirus than anyone else. But I do believe that the panic about it will die down, except in maybe California. And now that the Democrats are in charge, and even though they don't control the Senate and they have the House barely, I believe that the United States is headed to what California is. They want to go in that direction where the government has control over the people without having to enact laws or engage law enforcement. And as I've said before, all of you who followed the panic of the coronavirus, you've proven to them that that's all they have to do is scare you with something. And if coronavirus, if they find a vaccine for it or a cure or whatever, the next time the Democrats want to accomplish something, they'll just parade something else out there for you to be afraid of. And who knows? Maybe next time we'll have to wear spacesuits or hard hats or rubber gloves and freaking goggles. Who knows? Whatever they tell us to do, you folks who fell for the whole mask thing and all that, you're going to fall for anything. Like the old saying goes, if you'll stand for that, you'll kneel for this. And that's what you guys are doing. You're kneeling. When I said that that this election had global ramifications, that is absolutely true. President Trump had been trying to balance out the trade deficits of the United States and China. And what do these people do who we know that this problem started in China, but rather than blaming the Chinese for it, they blame Donald Trump for it. And that's what cost him the election. You can say whatever you want about his gruff character or whatever, but coronavirus is what caused him to lose this election. People were more concerned in most states they were more concerned about the coronavirus than they were about the economy. But back to China, they were pissed off. Other countries were pissed off at us because we were making them pay their part. Same with the United Nations. We were making these other countries pay their part. NATO, you pay your part. The United States is tired of footing the bill. But I believe that the Biden administration will start pouring that money back in, especially to NATO and the UN, and not only not bring troops home, but possibly even increase a presence in some of these places. Most of those countries don't want us there. They're citizens. They don't want us there. They know that it's not necessary. The Cold War is long over, and the people who want it are the liberal governments over there, because they know that along with American troops and bases comes foreign aid for them. They get a lot of money from the United States for being over there. It's crazy. They ought to be paying us for that, not us paying them to allow us to help defend their country. Let them defend their countries themselves. All they ever do is talk crap about us. I believe the Democrats are going to bring all that back. They're going to stop the programs that Trump was working on for equalization of trade, and we're going to go right back to having $1 trillion trade deficits with countries like China. China had no choice but to do business with us. They can piss and moan about the tariffs all they want to, but they have to do business with us because their people over there don't have enough money to buy all the things that they produce. They have to do business with America, and Trump knew that. Biden is going to suck up to him, and his administration will turn all that around. I believe that they will outsource more jobs out of the United States that Trump was trying to bring in. With all their talk about unions and all that, they don't care about unions. I've said this in so many videos and in so many writings. The Democrats don't care about anything but the Democrats. They don't care about gays. They don't care about minorities. They don't care about unions. They don't care about anything except controlling their power base and keeping it up. I don't think anything's going to change right now. As I've said before, we still control the Senate for at least 2 years. Hopefully, in 2 years, they will have done enough things to piss off American people where we end up controlling the House and the Senate, because we're right on the edge of controlling the House right now. And we'll see. But if the Democrats get the House, if they get the legislative and the executive, we are truly, truly screwed. So anyway, what do you think? What are your concerns? Or, do you fall on the side of Biden, or do you fall on the side of the Republicans? Do you think I'm right, or do you think I'm all wet? Let me know in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motopoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. And we'll see you all later.